Pride? What do we seek when we pray? Which are you? Which am I, the poor Pharisee, or the tax collector, whose prayer is pleasing to God? Pride versus humility is probably the message of this parable. We know that pride is one of the 7 deadliest, but the Pharisee didn't seem to get that. He stood there telling God how wonderful he was, how many good deeds he had done, and best of all, how much better he was than anyone else. Somehow, I don't think that God was impressed. The tax collector knew that he was considered a sinner, especially in the eyes of the other Jews, because he was working for the Romans. He probably had no idea how much God loved him. Jesus turns the world of the Pharisees upside down by telling them that the prayer of the tax collector was more pleasing to God than of that of self-righteous Pharisee. I bet you know people, I do, who put others down in order to feel better about themselves, who judge others by the way they dress, where they live, how much money they have, if they have an accent or a different color of skin. God is the only one who has the right to judge, for he alone knows what is in the people's hearts. This Pharisee only sees the externals and also judges himself by his show of goodness rather than goodness of spirit. The tax collector only wants God's mercy, not approval. He recognizes his feelings and doesn't even dare to ask for forgiveness, only mercy. What do we seek when we pray? Do we compare ourselves to others in our minds and find ourselves better than them? Or do we recognize our faults and failings and beg God to make us better people? So I'm back to the first question. Am I a Pharisee or a tax collector?